From helping with digestion to losing weight, there's been a lot of buzz in the health world about the benefits of drinking hot beverages at mealtime. Here with her take is Corinne Trang, a chef, author, and wellness coach. Welcome to the show. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So what are the benefits of drinking hot liquids?
Well, it breaks down the fats that we intake in the body. So every time we have a meal, especially if it's protein heavy, meats, seafood, dairy products, you know, we eat that, and there's a lot of fat that's accumulating in the body. So a good way to melt it, if you will, is to just keep drinking hot beverages.
Because otherwise we see clogged arteries, and that leads to heart attacks. So
exactly.
All right.
So, you know, it's just a really wonderful practice to just, you know, keep going throughout the day, whether it's summer, fall, spring, winter. It doesn't really matter.
You should always get used to this idea, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And in Asia, in fact, it's a regular practice. I mean, I grew up having hot broths at the dinner table, the lunch table, and it's really hot in Asia.
Sure.
But, you know, they do that as a regular practice.
And I'm sure it would help with losing weight.
Oh, absolutely, because you're releasing a lot of toxins also through the perspiration, and also it moves things along. So it's a really good idea.
It's easy, too.
It's very easy. I mean, I have 3 broths here going on. And, you know, again, you could have hot tea, hot water, and for every cup of tea, you should have water anyway. But I have a simple chicken broth, Asian chicken broth, which is infused with ginger. I've added some mint. You can add cilantro, Thai basil, any number of herbs. Herbs are wonderful also. They have their own health benefits. But this is a very simple chicken broth, and I'm just going to add a little bit of mushroom to that.
And you were saying if you can't find the specific herb you might have went in to look for, you could improvise.
Absolutely. Don't let that stop you from not making the recipe. You know, just find something different. Look at what's at the market, what's inspiring. There's, you know, so many beautiful things to choose from. I'm going to dice this really finely because one thing that I do love to do at home actually is, and you don't have to, you know, cook it to death, but just mix it up a little bit. And I like to serve broth in a cup as opposed to a bowl, so that I'm always walking around the house with, you know.
Yeah, you can put it in a mug easily enough, right?
I love it, yeah. So this is a chicken broth.
Oh, and that's so simple.
It's so simple. And to this, just a dash of sesame oil, dark sesame oil. So here it is. It's the first one.
All right, and what else do you have over there?
Let's see, here we're making miso soup. So miso soup is one of the easiest things to make. It requires kombu.
Okay, now what is kombu?
Kombu is a type of seaweed that you can find in any health food store or a Japanese market, Asian market, okay? And what you have to do with it is basically soak it in water overnight. And there's your instant kombu dashi. Dashi is the word for stock. So
you didn't have to heat it, you just left it on the counter.
For 12 hours.
Couldn't be easier, right?
So you wake up in the morning, you have a broth.
There it is.
It's wonderful. It's better than the little sachet they sell. You know, this is natural.
And that's the base for the miso.
That's the base for the miso. And then we have the miso paste. And this is shiro miso, which is the white miso, which tends to be on, you know, it's salty, but it's less salty than all other miso paste, which, you know, the darker they are, the more salty they get. So this is a white miso paste, white, quote unquote.
Although it might not look it, it is.
And you just, you know, mix it around. And this is so easy. I mean, so far, 2 ingredients.
Yeah, you can even do this, Corinne.
That's it. And it's just, you can do this. Definitely can do this. Okay, and we're just going to let it cook there. I'm just going to add a little more. And as this cooks, we'll add a little bit of wakame. Wakame is another type of seaweed, which is, in this form, when it dries, again, it can be found everywhere.
Okay.
And then here we have it soaked. And again, because I'd like to serve my soups in cups, I'm just going to chop it really finely.
So you could drink it, no spoon needed?
No spoon needed.
Easy.
Less fuss.
Okay, we have about 1.5 minutes left.
Great. So I'm just going to add this to that. And I'm going to pour this
in another mug?
In another mug,
Can I take it? Can I have it?
Absolutely.
All right.
And to it, if you wanted to make it a little more wholesome, you can also add a little bit of tofu to that.
And we have that right here.
Turn that
off.
Yes. Turn that off. Yeah. And here we can add actually a little bit. And again, you know, it's about slicing it very small and diced, really, so that you can just sip.
Great. Now, Corinne, we should mention you have a new book coming out in the new year.
Yes, it's called the Asian Flavors Diabetes Cookbook for the American Diabetes Association. So I'm really excited about that book. And a little bit of scallion right here.
Oh, this is a perfect little meal. This is great.
Yeah. And so perhaps the most complicated one, and it's not complicated at all because this is your instant sour, spicy Thai shrimp soup, right? Tom yum that everyone loves. Tom yum.
Tom yum.
Right? Everybody loves this soup. It's really popular. So in here, what I have, I started with oil.
Okay.
And I stir-fried some shallots and garlic. And then I added some Thai curry paste, Thai red curry paste. It is loaded with herbs and spices. Okay. So it's really an instant paste, you know, to flavor the stock. I use chicken stock as a base. And I added lemon. Lemon is a great way to render the body alkaline because, you know, if you're a heavy meat eater, you know, or like I said, protein heavy, you know, if your diet is protein heavy, then all you have to do, I don't know why I did this like that, but you could just add a lemon slice. I actually squeezed lemon in it. Okay. And you can also, just move this along, add a little bit of tomato, just to give it a little bit of color.
All right.
Like that, and then a little bit of shrimp, and there's your tom yum.
That's pretty easy. All right, Corinne, we're going to have the recipe on WTNH.com. But of course, we're going to come back at the end of the show and taste all these wonderful soups.
Yeah.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for being here. All right.